Oh, okay. Her older brother might still be alive. Or we're gonna be like talking to a skull. I don't know.
I would like you to meet someone. The invitation Harriet extended to the Guardian led them on a journey to a city in southern Quento. It was a location that was far removed from the events in the royal capital. The city was a remote little burg, unaffected by the fighting. It offered no sign at all of nearby conflict.
Ah, Lady Harriet! Welcome back!
Portly fellow. Not even that portly.
We were all so frightened when we heard you'd come under attack. I'm so glad you're safe. Oh, you must be tired, Lady Harriet. I'll prepare rooms for you, Mr. Varuna, and your entourage.
It pains me to have worried you. But rest assured, there is no need to be concerned. These people have kept me quite safe. I must show my guests in. Please, as you were. Don't mind me.
I am kind of sad I probably missed
My
a
apologies
chance to
for
get
all
into
of
this,
the
like,
commotion.
any of the
We are
outfits
currently
based on
bound
those.
for the Quento Revolutionary Army headquarters.
Well, actually, maybe all the scratch tickets are still floating around in the system.
Revolutionary Army?
They are all people who could not bear the tyranny of the current pretender, Prime Minister Lutz.
Prime Minister Lutz's highest priorities are the collection of ephemera and the summoning of Castrum Demonicus using it.
He just likes making evil castle thingies.
Without
Alright.
regard to where people live. One after another, it's becoming increasingly erratic.
Enslavement by technology is a pox upon the world. I am certain that ephemera is no different in that regard.
Alright.
The one I'd
Damn
like
kids
to
and their cell phones.
inside. Coming in.
You know, normally you wait for someone to bid you enter before barging in. You defeat the purpose of knocking otherwise.
Brother sounds like a dick.
If I awaited your reply, brother, the whole day would be wasted.
And how many other sunsets have there been besides?
He looks a lot like Luther, doesn't he?
I know that voice.
It is Luther, isn't it?
Oh? Did you bring guests? Does that mean our time of reckoning is finally at hand?
How? What are you doing here?
That's a Luther. Yep. I should have expected that from all the Newman 20 years. Luther? Luther. Luther. We're the Catholic Church. We found your note. Aren't too thrilled about it? Got money?
Luther is indeed my name. Who are you to utter it so disrespectfully? Few people
little shit.
react so strongly to my
Sorry about the
name and
pops. I'm like
face.
fidgeting with something off camera. So.
Few, except minions of Lutz. That is.
You stop staring at my neck.
You are mistaken, Luther. This person saved me when I was being chased.
You simply accept that, Harriet. Couldn't there be a ploy on their part? To have you lead them right to our...
Sounds like
hideout?
projection.
Luther!
Yes, calm yourself. It's unbecoming for an heir to the throne to raise her voice so.
His new outfit looks good. Credit where due.
The same could be said of you, Luther.
I was stripped of my right to exceed, remember? Which leaves me with that.
What did you
much
do
more
to get
liberty
that?
In terms of my thoughts,
Happened.
my deeds, and
Went
my
to the kid?
research.
Oh, I get it. That is what Alma was talking about. The universe's memories are all jumbled up. Since this is the Akashic Record stream, anything is fair game.
Okay.
But still, I I wasn't expecting Harriet's brother to be Luther of all people. There's crazy, and then there's crazy. What is it?
A fairy, just as the legend foretold. As for you, of course, you must be the otherworldly visitor spoken of in the selfsame legend.
I might be.
You can tell that?
I stand at the forefront of sorcery research. One look at your mana flow makes it clear you're not of this world. Besides, this is a land where summoning is a reality. I was the one to discover their mechanism. It would be irrational
I
indeed
just love the
if I refused to
look whenever
believe
he's
in
looking
the
up. It's
existence
great.
of other worlds. I must say, though,
It looks like I'm waiting for a
I'm
kiss.
impressed that you speak our language in that form and fly through the air. Legend or no, it's quite fascinating. How would you like to be a research subject?
No thanks.
Oh, geez! The more things change, the more they stay the same. Hey!
Ideally, I'm gonna try at least push to where it stops saying chapter 1. Then I'm feeling a little more tired than I thought I would. But I'll get anywhere like this.
Point. Let's get back on topic then. Allow me
I
to
don't even know what the topic was. So,
our war and the state of our nation.
oh, more expedition. That was the point.
It all started with this flower, ephemera.
Okay.
You've already heard about what it does, I trust.
Big loads, explorers,
Using
demon
ephemera as
castles.
a catalyst makes works of sorcery far more potent than they
Literally
would
just
be
the Black Lotus from
otherwise.
Magic the Gathering.
This enabled the working of sorcerous miracles that would never have otherwise been possible under mundane
Even if it is rose
limitations.
shades. Okay.
Such strange flowers. They sprout up the world over, leaving no seeds. When their petals scatter, they fade away like morning fog. Some characterize them as gifts from on high, but in truth, they are quite the opposite. More of a deal with the devil, really. To wit, ephemera are demonic flowers that slowly erode the mind.
Okay, so there's no beer and no TV in flower
Gradually
form.
driving the world mad.
What do you mean by erode minds?
Exactly what I said, Fairy. As one absorbs the mana given off by ephemera, their mind becomes increasingly eroded.
Hearing about all this is slowly eroding my mind,
Progresses
but
slowly, unnoticeably, until finally, the user is no longer capable of distinguishing between sanity and madness.
okay.
Then, they accept only those who are similarly afflicted. They cultivate an inescapable obsession with eliminating all others.
Supposed to be a commentary on social
Prime
media.
Minister Lutz is one such victim. He killed the king and usurped the throne. And you see what he is doing now.
This sounds an awful lot like F-Factor corruption. If the profound darkness is behind the rise of this ephemera, that would explain a lot. If continual use of ephemera results in people's minds being eroded, that's a huge threat.
Yeah, it could be bad.
But how did you figure that out?
Well,
I was the one who devised the Castrum Demonica conjuration. I've allowed countless people to die after being driven mad by it.
Oh.
but that's not
Right.
fair. You were just working to advance the field of sorcery.
Oh.
You never meant to.
Excuses are cheap, Harriet.
He owns it.
I have sacrificed many on the altar of my research. I am aware of my crimes, and why my right to succession was stripped.
Wow, that answers my other question.
And
Okay.
now, the very world is being eroded as a result of my research. That's a fact, plain and simple.
It all unfolded just as
If it
predicted.
did, I certainly wouldn't be here right now. This is the result of being fixated on the true object of
That
my
was kind of
research and
deal
refusing to
in
take
the
other factors
earlier
into
form.
account. All I did was watch as people became corrupted. I'm the craziest of them all. If not for Harriet, I'm sure I would have suffered the same fate as Lutz.
Granted, you are the one who created the Castrum Demonica.
We'll probably have to kill him
You
later
are
anyway.
also the one who crafted the Buster Tower conjuration to destroy it.
Fair enough.
Yes, and we've seen what that's gotten me. A spot right at the top of Lutz's hit list. Collusion with enemy nations on the use of Castrum Demonicas, larceny, insurgent R&D. The list of trumped-up charges goes on, I'm sure.
Ephemera was first discovered decades before we were even born. Its effects were
Yeah,
tremendous,
she kind of mentioned that before.
but nothing world-changing. It was the Castrum Demonica conjuration that Luther discovered, which changed the face of war in our world. Every country summons Castrum Demonicas to their borders and has staring contests with their neighbors, never directly attacking.
Cool.
With no invasions, wars stay contained, and needless bloodshed is averted. By all appearances, it leads to a world at peace.
So it is.
Perhaps
It's under,
if one
yeah,
takes
the Iron
this at
Fist or
face
whatever.
value, the leaking of Castrum Demonica technology to other nations wasn't in vain. But that's only on the surface. It's merely one
Plus,
step on the
everybody gets
slow path
reliant
toward
on the
destruction.
ephemera, blah blah blah.
Because ephemera drives people mad?
All this.
Yes, the Castrum Demonicas consume ephemera and scatter its corruption far and wide. We must ensure that they are destroyed. That is why I devised the Buster Tower. To be a counter-conjuration capable of destroying the Castrum Demonica's Arx Demonica.
Over
But
explanation.
handling one requires a large amount of mana. And more to the point, 0 ephemera. It's beyond any layperson's ability to handle. Neither Harriet nor I had the aptitude. Yet, you mastered it.
How'd you discover it
Not
if you
that.
couldn't control
But
it?
you breached the Arx
I don't know.
Demonica and destroyed the Castrum Demonica.
That I did.
What's more,
And you're gonna ask me to do it a
you've
few
even
more
managed to
times, because I never
replicate
saw one
Buster
more on the
Tower
map.
summons through your own arts, and you can manage several simultaneously. If that doesn't qualify someone to be the savior, what does?
Water into wine, usually.
They bloom by chance, conveniently happening to be a catalyst that improves summons. Coincidences that sweet
Oh,
simply
you're
don't
jumping back to the
exist.
ephemera.
They're evil entities that distort the world.
See, like, the way that it
Same
just
madness
jumps, it
with
sounds like
every
he's
use.
trying to talk about
They
me.
must be driven
Today,
extinct.
it's weird.
The sooner, the better.
Okay.
Luther.
Made a bad thing.
I admit that him having Luther's face still throws me off, but he's being perfectly sensible about this.
Yep.
Ephemera, the flower that distorts the world. The flower that your photons disintegrate. We've tested it before, and these are crystallized F-factors. For all intents and purposes, they're part of the profound darkness.
So we go find the profound darkness and
If it's
kick
the
its
ephemera
ass.
that
That's
caused
fine.
the profound darkness to grow more active in this world, then we can't allow them to exist. It's sounding more and more like working with Harriet is the right call.
Okay. It's really important to talk to people, because that's all we're going to be doing forever. It's put me to sleep. Maybe this was a bad idea.
I still can't believe we encountered Luther that way.
Oops.
Calling it the Akashic Record Stream is a good way to put it. It's even more chaotic than I imagined.
Not what
Dreams are
chaos
always
means, but
kind of
okay.
random. I bet it's only going to get more nutty from here.
Oh great, more cameos and references.
Is it just me? Or are you eating this whole thing up?
Sorry. I'm not, honest. I actually feel pressed to do something about it. It's just been so long
Anyway,
since I've spoken with other people
said,
that I
it's
can't
actually
help but make
honestly-
the most of it.
You said you were with the Akashic Records, right? What were you doing after Shion was gone?
Nothing. I was just together with the Akashic Records. I was alone, watching the records of the universe.
I feel
file
like this might not
themselves
be
away.
entirely true.
But I guess when I start talking, it makes me want more.
interpersonal connection is really important.
And that's your after-school message. I thought you should have cut it there.
You can always chat with me. I mean, when you have the time.
Really, Sierra? I thought you were super busy.
A little's not gonna kill me. Being a sounding board is part of my job description.
Oops. Take it easy, okay?
I hear you. Okay, Sierra. I'm sure we can find plenty to talk about.
Alrighty. Oh, let's learn about Lutz. Learn what his deal is. Chapter 1, 2.
Princess Harriet lives, and is now working side by side with the savior of legend. Rumors of their cooperation have spread throughout the realm like wildfire. The people held the belief that if the legendary hero, who had come to save the world in its darkest hour, supported her, then her cause must be just.
At least 9 of those bastards.
The Revolutionary Army's numbers
11,
swelled, but
14.
rarely did the slightest hint of a smile grace the faces of their leaders, Harriet and Luther.
Ding ding ding. Dinner's ready.
You're carving a path to the royal capital, one Castrum Demonica at a time. I think we've got a decent shot.
I've literally not fought a single one more.
Yes, I agree. We have one remaining concern, though. Elise, the Sword Maiden.
Like Alice from the original Phantasy Star?
The sword who now?
She is a figure from legend, much like the Guardian. However, she comes from historic fact rather than folklore.
Alright.
Before the advent of conjurations and ephemera, this realm was once under the the hero.
We're gonna fight a
slew the
dragon.
after a long battle. Built a castle atop its rim. That is how our nation of Quento was founded.
Love it. Again, it's cut itself off. Could have avoided that. You got... Yeah, there was no reason for that to skip itself. Good job. I don't think it was supposed to. Whatever.
Wow. Does that mean your family is descended from the hero?
No, we are descendants of her companions. The hero's line is passed down through her sword and her ancient power. They have no political sway.
The hero's line. Alice the Sword Maiden. While she has no stake in the political will of our Lord, her existence remains a threat.
Okay.
How so? You just said she wouldn't meddle in governmental affairs.
Yeah, but she'll kick your ass if she wants to.
High-minded or no, it's a flesh and blood person who carries the sword. And not everything.
You're really not doing a good job of explaining this to me. You know, we're inevitably going to have to fight her. Let's be like, I think it's gonna come up. Maybe we'll sway her to our side or something.
Quento Castle, the throne room. The former Prime Minister Lutz listened impatiently to his officers' reports, languishing upon the throne.
We're actually gonna meet him? And yeah, she is kind of sound like Alice from Phantasy Star 1. I mean, it's a cute reference, but why?
How do you explain this state of affairs? I believe I ordered you to suppress the rebel army.
Just one dude, man.
Luther and Harriet yet live. And not only that, but our Castrum Demonicas are being destroyed the realm over. What is the meaning of this?
The Castrum Demonica is indestructible, but only so long as its Arx...
Oh, they just gave her a complete... It's not even a boob window, that is a complete front window.
Should a
On her
means be
outfit.
devised of breaking the barrier, Destruction is not out of the question.
Excuses! I demand action!
Compose yourself, Uncle.
And yeah, they have to have thrown that in there as
How can you
like
expect me to be composed when
a
our
tie into the
Castrum
original.
Demonicas are falling left and right?
credit where due. Again,
Princess
not sure what's up with the front
Harriet
window,
has the power
but
to destroy
whatever.
Castrum Demonicas, and they travel with the entity known as the Guardian. They are also backed by the royal bloodline. You control the kingdom, objectively speaking, but theirs is the side with just cause.
Just whose side are you on, Alice?
I merely state the objective truth as Sword Maiden. I believe that a parley would be in the best interest of our nation and its people.
Never! The royal line tried to doom the land. There can be no peace with them.
Uncle, did the former king truly seek to doom the land?
How can you even ask? Castrum Demonicas and ephemera are absolutely vital to our land's continued
I
survival in
see.
the world.
Effectively, right?
To
Try to
publicly renounce
fund
them would doom us all.
big military
Our
action.
nation would fall and be erased from history.
Yeah.
The legend and sword
Might be
that
time for
protect it
that.
would be gone with it. Isn't that right, Alice the Sword Maiden?
In case you forgot that she's Alice the Sword Maiden. Alice the Sword Maiden.
Yes. Without the Castrum Demonicas, we could not maintain our borders in this world. What my uncle claims is accurate.
You could simply just not have borders.
So why was the king so set upon renouncing them and eliminating ephemera, even knowing that?
Because the king actually seems kind of
Ask him in
chill.
person.
By them, I'm guessing she means the offspring. Because
Notice, signs of
He's
Darkfall's
kinda
apprentice
dead.
have been detected on Omega. We're going to need your assistance, so get ready.
more Elise stuff.
The official
I at least
claim
appreciate that all this
the king
exposition
was
is
struck down
more
for
tightly
attempting to
tied
cast
to
away
what's
his
going on. Because a lot of times, it's just a
According to his
pile of
version
asides
events,
in the previous
his public
episodes.
policy was too harmful to be endured. Sword Maiden Elise accepted those claims without question. She had read the royally stamped edicts for herself, after all, and put in the effort necessary to assure that they matched the Prime Minister's claims.
Okay.
However, something
There's even just a little
felt as though
strap
it was
across the
amiss.
top of the
What reason
everything
could a
window. What the
benevolent king
hell is his
possibly
outfit?
have for being so forceful about the need to expunge ephemera and the Castrum Demonicas? The Sword
dragon
Maiden,
shoulder
who
plate's
carried
pretty
on the legend, had a duty to maintain an accurate grasp of history. Elise took that duty seriously. When the Sword Maiden showed up, alone and unescorted, Harriet's group was surprised, but they welcomed her nonetheless.
What did I do?
I thank you for your gracious reception.
It is an honor to be visited by Elise, the Sword Maiden.
Please, there is no need to bow. My line carries on a sword and legend, and we have no political affiliation.
But Lutz
Reminders
is your
on reminders
uncle.
on reminders.
Surely you hold sympathy for one related to you by blood.
Nah, he's kind of a dick.
By that logic, my bond to the two of you is thicker than blood. We can all trace our lineage back to the legend, after all.
And what are you here to discuss?
The Castrum Demonica. No, the ephemera. I am here to learn the truth of them.
One kind of folds into the other, but okay.
What do you get out of seeing through your enemy's eyes? Your uncle is at distinct odds with us.
The Castrum Demonicas are my uncle's prized possession. Should they fall, then the outcome of this war is clear to me.
Your uncle will
To
be
which
sad.
side should I devote my blade and strength? Who is worthy of my faith? That is what I wish to ascertain.
I think you just stay out of it entirely.
Ephemera permeates the minds of those who use it. It amplifies violent urges and drives them to eliminate those who have not been afflicted. I learned this while developing the castrums and presented my findings to the king, who issued a policy on the spot prohibiting ephemera.
I would say it's basically a reflection of right-wing politics, but
The
like...
Prime Minister and his allies disagreed most violently.
Well, it came out in This came out, yeah, towards the end of 2020 over here. It'd been out for a little bit at least. I think.
Am I to believe that
I forget how the
in the absence of
timelines lined
evidence?
up after they rushed the first
You
stack
must have
of
seen the
material.
evidence for yourself by now. Aren't you Prime Minister Lutz's niece?
Yes,
Are you
we keep
suggesting
repeating the
that my
same
uncle
points.
has already succumbed to this ephemera phenomenon?
Yeah, a little bit.
The Prime Minister we knew was a kind-hearted man who always put the nation and its people first. Father had absolute faith in him. Lutz also took point personally in preparing Castrum Demonicas in the interest of national defense. He summoned more of them than anyone.
Which, in turn, has exposed him to the negative effects of ephemera.
Yeah, okay, we get it.
He builds Castrum Demonicas across the land for the good of the
Repeating
nation
the same
and its
3
people.
points over and over
We,
and
the
over.
royals, destroy them for the good of the world. The irony is not lost on me, I assure you.
Luther.
That's the long and short of our pitch, as it were. What you believe is up to you. But something tells me the decision has been made for you already.
What do you...
Lady Harriet, reporting.
Oh, she
We
was
have a massive
followed.
conjuration reading on the plains in front of our camp. It's a Castrum Demonica summons.
Oh,
What?
great.
But there are no military forces stationed around here.
I imagined he assembled some forces while you were making contact with us to exploit the Sword Maiden. Nay, one's own niece as a pawn. You truly have lost yourself to madness, Lutz.
Whatever, just throw me this cash from Demonica. Let's learn about some resolve, and then we'll do a little bit of, Although, watch this be post-battle, yep.
My uncle has always been a wise and kind man. He treated
This
me
cat
well,
operates
even
independently.
before I inherited the role of maiden.
I mean, we're gonna win the battle
always-
regardless.
I have accepted everything he told me at face value.
They don't do that. Anyway.
What was I about to pen in
Almost
this
anyone.
nation's history? In the continuation of our nation's founding legend.
Lady Elise.
The sword and strength I inherit exist to slay the Crimson Fellworm. They must not be used to other ends. Perhaps those teachings have simply been an excuse for me to avert my eyes from reality.
Alright. Big
Lady
sense.
Harriet, Mr. Luther, and you, legendary savior, guardian. Let us work together to stop my uncle. If parley isn't possible, then we must at least curtail any further madness.
We're gonna have to kill
Do
his
you
ass.
understand what your words entail, Sword Maiden?
We're gonna have to kill his ass.
I am resolute. My uncle took the life of the king.
Then I expect you to see this through to the end, O legendary warrior.
Go kill his ass.
And if what we do turns out to be wrong, then by all means, turn your might and blade upon us.
You needn't so much as speak the words.
He will gladly kill your ass. Alright. Get this battle out of the way. There's class level deviates from the quest level, so for each grade, automatically. Okay, so it just says you're fighting at level whatever. I'm used to that from STO. Alright, do I have any more discs? Poor guy. Oh, cool. Doop doop doop. Items will not be dropped by enemies during battle, as usual. Instead, be transferred to you when you complete the quest. Okay. Think we'll be fine on
The
casual.
battle for the Castrum Demonica is about to begin. We've confirmed deployment of the Arx Demonica and anticipate a fierce battle.
If you say so.
Summon Buster Rams, destroy barriers, and destroy the Castrum Demonica upon interception.
I'm
Good
way
luck.
too worked up
I'll
about
keep
this.
my fingers crossed for you. All personnel, prepare to commence battle. Don't forget
Emergency
to
notice.
ammo.
Dark Falls Apprentice has appeared on Omega. Move out immediately and rout the enemy.
I see they're respawning. Alright, now we go kick some ass.
Enemy forces attacking. Defend the Buster Towers.
Could be a bit of running around for these, but it's doable. Oh, what's this rose there?
Readings are increasing. Enemy numbers are dropping.
Yeah, right there. Where do these guys fighting these guys counts towards my Alright, now what? Southern Buster Ram in
Watch out for
progress.
self-destructing enemies.
Reloading from the glowy points, I guess.
Buster Rams summoned. Escorted to destroy the Arx Demonica.
Get in there.
All Arx Demonicas have been destroyed!
Ow.
Time to attack the Castrum Demonica!
Get it. Up, get your ass. Get on. Now. Close for comfort, but we got it. Alright, so I gotta be a little more careful. Oh, but we didn't empty the gauge entirely, so.
I'm getting massive energy readings from the Castrum Demonica!
Clean house here. Still literally not doing all that much damage. Fuck off. That's gonna be a mission failure? Oh, that's right. Okay, they did say automatic revives. Thank crap.
I'm not finished.
I can just set up barriers? Damn. Yeah, we're taking some games. Had I realized what those were, I would use them all at the same.
Watch out for self-destructing enemies! You can jump from the defensive mechanisms to the Castrum Demonica!
I think we were supposed to use the catapult. I don't know. Wait, what? Oh, yeah, we were. Oh, stairs. Okay. Oh, okay. Kill the guy, open the stairs. Okay, got it. Okay. Great.
30 seconds left to fight!
I fucking hate this thing. So ideally I want to hit those speed boosters to get my ass out here. Right, this weird. Whoop. Fuck you!
Now's our chance! Finish the cap!
Alright, now we run up the thing. At least the finishing blow shouldn't be too difficult. How many more times am I gonna have to do this shit? Got it. Alright.
Castrum Demonica's annihilated! Victory for us! Great work! Now head on back!
Instead it would just give me the items, right? So, okay. Okay for not knowing what the hell I was doing. Oh, new client orders now too, thanks.